cops decided to harass a homeless veteran. The man is unsheltered. They then tased his dog. When I tell you this was completely unnecessary, well, check it out for yourself. Here's the first video.
Just move, man. I did move. No, you can't panhandle over here, man. I'm not panhandling. But when I saw you, you were, and you're still. No, I'm not panhandling. You're still here in the middle. Okay,
I don't have a sign or anything.
Well, you did when I saw you initially.
No, you didn't. Okay? No, you didn't. I've never had a sign. I haven't had a sign for
You're asking people for money, brother.
I'm not asking anybody for money.
You were.
No, I'm not.
You cannot find anybody. Oh, okay, listen. The fact still remains. You cannot stand here in the middle of this intersection right here, okay?
Where's the law that says that I can't stand here?
There are many laws. No. Well, all right, now I can literally. Listen,
I didn't ask her for it.
You cannot stand in the middle of this area, okay? You need to go.
Where's the statute that says that I cannot?
Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you. But as of right now, if you don't move right now, I'm gonna take you to jail.
There's more video. Let me do it this way. I'm gonna put up a picture of the individual who was being harassed. Let's put his picture up full mass. This is a human being having a difficult time temporarily. On October of 2021, North Carolina police officers attacked this unsheltered veteran. His name is Joshua Rohrer, and decided to also tase his dog. Officers initially approached him because they said he was soliciting donations, okay? After more than a year, Gastonia Police Department finally agreed to release the body cam footage, all right? Now, Mr. Rohrer tries to hand officers two forms of ID. They decide to pin him down. They use a stun gun on his non-aggressive dog. The officer proceeds to lie about being bitten by the dog. Here it is.
That's fine. I told her I was leaving.
And I interpreted you asking for money because you're you walked out to the car.
Dude, you saw it. I was standing here talking to you yesterday.
You don't give you want to yell and call an animal control dog.
There you go.
No, your state ID, not your VA ID.
This isn't valid. It's not valid.
I need your state ID, not your VA ID. I'm gonna ask you one more time.
It's not even valid.
Give me your state ID. Turn around. You're being arrested.
Whoa, what for, dude?
Turn around.
Are you kidding me?
Turn around.
Do you see this?
Turn around.
Somebody help me.
Turn around.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Mama, what are you doing?
Call your dog off. 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 Sir, call your dog off. Call your dog off. He just bit me. He bit me. Call your dog off. To Charlie. Call your dog off. Call your dog off. Call your dog off. Call your dog. We need. To Charlie 10 City. We need more units. We need more units.
The hell is wrong with these cops? Now I checked, VA ID can be utilized for identification with law enforcement and the judicial system at large. So while he's showing them his ID, they decide to arrest him for not showing them his ID. How insane is that? This man is already struggling. There's more video. Before I go to the next video, let me remind cops of this. You should not have to shed your humanity to put on a blue uniform. Who would treat somebody unsheltered in this way other than a police officer or just a bad, evil person? This never should have happened. There's more. Here it is.
I have to do what I have to do. The dog bit me, okay?
No, it didn't, because you shot him with a taser. Please help me. Why are y'all doing this to me?
What did they ask you for?
They asked me for my ID, and then he grabbed me and tackled me and threw me on the floor. I was in the process of handing it to you.
Guys, police service lies because his dog has been out here for months. His dog is never.
Okay, we're doing what we have to do.
They tased my dog. They tased it. Please record this.
It's really sad how the dog.
We got one.
The charges against this veteran were dropped. We checked. All of this commotion for nothing. While the officers are yelling, "We're just doing our jobs." That's called protecting and serving. How is he a threat to public safety? The only threat I saw was you, Miss Police Officer, nobody else. And the community that watched you do this, they saw you as the threat to public safety, not the individual standing with his dog. The dog's name is Sunshine. Let's put up a picture of this individual, Mr. Joshua Rohrer, and his friend. His friend's name is Sunshine, both of whom pose no threat to the community. Charges were dismissed. A police department put out a statement saying, and I quote, "Since Mr. Rohrer's arrest, the Gastonia Police Department has been in regular contact with the DA, District Attorney Page, and we have been working diligently to find an appropriate resolution to this case. We are satisfied with today's plea arrangement, and we are pleased that Mr. Rohrer has agreed to participate in the county Veterans Treatment Court, where he can receive services specifically tailored to his needs." You see, that could have happened in the beginning. That could have been a front end conversation here. I mean, how about law enforcement saying, hey, listen, obviously you got a bump in the road happening right now in your life. Let me provide you with some resources so that you can possibly get some help. Okay, I'm gonna give you a list of resources, or maybe let me take you to the side of the road here. Let me call them for you, because staying outside may not be the best option for you or your friend, Sunshine. What happened to that? That literally took me less than 30 seconds to say. Less than 30 seconds. Here's what Mr. Rohrer said. Now people can see the police lied and Sunshine did nothing wrong. She was doing exactly what she was trained to do, which was to help me, and they prevented her from doing that. They interfered with the work of a service animal and brought harm to a service animal while also separating my service dog from me. It just shows their criminal actions, and now they can be held accountable. I'm glad it's out now so that it clears my name and clears Sunshine's name so I can get justice for her. Let me tell you why I'm emotional. Put up his picture again. In his entire statement, 99% of it is about defending Sunshine. That's the kind of person. Justice has not been fully served. While he was in jail, his dog Sunshine ran away and died after being hit by a car. Ms. Khan, thoughts here?
Yeah, not happy to hear about that ending. That was kind of a rough ending. But the cops said that he was soliciting donations. The guy denied it. He asserted that he was within his rights to be standing where he was. And the part that actually stood out to me was when the guy asked for the law or the statute that he was violating, and the cop just said, okay, I'll show you. But he never planned to show him anything.
That's right.
He knew that he would never actually have to. He knew that he would never be asked to actually pull it up on his phone or whatever he was planning on doing, because he could just arrest the guy instead. And no, to your earlier point, there is no compassion in policing. It's not designed that way. It's not meant to be compassionate. You have cops who have to justify their position and their legitimacy as an institution. So they pick on people that need help just to assert their own authority and their own force on people. Yeah. They're not there to solve problems. They're like personified band-aids to all of these societal issues that we're trying to just ignore. And yes, there are ways in which cops can actually help. There are ways in which we need services that cops are supposed to provide, but instead they're not doing that. Instead, they're basically it's like Trump's border wall, when the issue is much deeper than anything that a wall, or in this case, a single arrest, could actually solve.
That's right, well said.